If, yeah. Check, check, check. Hey, hey, check, check. Hey. If this is your first time here, there's drinks in the fridge. There's water, sparkling water and beer in the fridge, and there's wine on the sideboard. So if you haven't done so already, you want to get yourself a drink, and we'll get settled down. We'll get started here in a few minutes. So Jillian informs me that there's an accident on 495, and there's some people that we're going to get here on time, but unfortunately they're stuck in traffic. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to just do a little housekeeping. There's two bathrooms. There's a bathroom to my right here, and then if you go downstairs on the same side of the building, there's a half bath down there as well. Unfortunately, that's a real efficient toilet, and it doesn't do too well with anything solid. So if you got any serious business, just keep it up here. Thanks. Um, there's beer, water, and sparkling water in the fridge, and there's wine on the sideboard. And if you would help me out, if you would bus your dishes for me, there's two bus trays over here in this corner, and there's a recycling and a trash. And there's a lot of people that still believe in wish cycling. They don't recycle spoons or forks or plastic cups, just bottles and cans in the recycling, please. Let's see. If you haven't done so already, sometime during the night, if you could make a donation for our artists. Technically, these concerts are free, but I do ask that you make a donation, and I suggest $20. You can pay less, you can pay more. You don't have to pay anything, but we like to support our artists if we can. So there's a jar over there on the merchandise table. If you could just place your donation in there, I'd be much appreciated. 100% of the money goes to the performers. I don't take anything. I do this out of the goodness of my heart because I just love music. So everything goes to the artist. My website is artsbarnmusic.org, and on November 11th, I've got Mike Ryan. He's a two-time Mid-Atlantic Song Contest winner, and he's got a guest. I just saw it on Facebook. He didn't even tell me, but he's bringing a guest songwriter with him, a lady. I wish I could remember her name. I should have looked before I got up here, but thank you, Nicole Belenis. Yeah, so it's going to be Mike Ryan and Nicole Belenis on November 11th. And then on December 2nd, I've got Sam Robbins coming here. So a couple of good concerts lined up. And lastly, I ask that while the performance is going on, if you refrain from talking to your seatmates, and if you turn your phones off, because this is a listening environment, and we want to be able to appreciate the music that our performers are giving us. So let's see. I was going to say without further ado, but I don't see Heather or Sean. Okay, so Kipyn. So they're gonna kind of do a round robin thing, but Kipyn's gonna do a short set, and then Heather and Sean are gonna do a short set, and then they're gonna get together and sort of camp out up here. So it's gonna be a fun night. And I'll turn it over to Kipyn. Kipyn.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here with you this evening. Let me grab my beverage. Very hydration. Let's kick it off with a song about kind of getting away from your troubles for a little while, kind of like we're going to do tonight. Oh, I recall your first sweet ride, that model built in '92. We drove all around our hometown in that car your parents bought for you. Yeah. Carefree were we, Madeline. The wind was blowing through our hair. It's now just a memory, Madeline. For now our days are fraught with care. Our worries climb from day to day, and I suggest we get away. And I recall one summer day, a song came on the radio. We sang along, sweet Madeline, with words we'd only heard before. And that day things changed, sweet Madeline. Our voice was ringing strong and clear, strong and clear. I've never felt this way before. It was coming from my heart sincere. You are a dream to me. You sang along in harmony. Oh, Madeline, let's take a ride. We'll play the music loud. We got plenty of time to get nowhere in particular singing. Oh, Madeline, I often drive down that winding highway in my mind. Hope that one day we'll arrive at the crossroads with reality. On summer days at day's end, we're working, we have done our share. The wind is whispering in the trees, and the fireflies they dance on air. Oh, come away, sweet Madeline, 'cause my soul it feels like dancing too. Yeah, it does, my baby. Oh, just take those keys in this hand of mine. No matter where we're driving to, no. Destination be unknown. Start her up and let her go. Oh, Madeline, let's take a ride. We'll roll the windows down. We got plenty of time to get nowhere in particular singing. Ooh. You can sing along if you like. One more. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone who's coming in. Hi! Oh my gosh, I have so many friends here tonight. This is great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, a little song about driving around and doing nothing. And if you could please imagine those characters driving in a fuel-efficient vehicle, that would be much appreciated. So, for those of you I have not met yet, my name is Kipyn, and I live in Frederick. So I had a nice long hour drive today compared to Heather, who I'm sure will tell you about her journey. But I live there with my wife and my daughter and my kitty cat, and we quite enjoy living up in the Frederick area. It's beautiful. But my wife and I actually grew up in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. And I'd love to play a song for you that I wrote at the overlooking the confluence of the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers there in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, which is very close to where we grew up. We grew up in Charlestown, and so yeah, I'm a local kid for the most part here. Yeah. So this tune I wrote when the sun was going down, and so hopefully you can hear the bird song make its way into this tune. Excuse me. Here we go. This is called Nightbird. May this be the last lamentation, for my heart has lingered long, enchanted by a strange incantation, growing weary, remaining strong. I heard the call of a nightbird, singing sweetly so. I held the heart of a nightbird. I swore she sang my song. For 10 long years, my dear, my darling, I wish that I could comfort you. Ran my hands across your darkness, from wanting warmth long overdue. I heard the call of a nightbird, singing sweetly so. I held the heart of a nightbird. I swore she sang my song. I sit high above the river, wondering if you'll join me here. Only tenderness I deliver. I keep you safe and hold you near. I heard the call of a nightbird, singing sweetly so. I held the heart of a nightbird, swore she Thank you. So I know it's a little early in the evening, but do you feel like singing? Yeah, cool. All right. I love it when they say that. Okay, we're going to sing a song called I Believe in You. And if you can remember those words, you've got half the chorus already memorized. So the way the chorus lyric works is, it's I believe in you, babe, you know I do. I believe in you, babe, you know I do. So we're going to have a little rehearsal. So your part, should you choose to accept it, goes like this. I believe in you, babe, you know I do. I believe in you. Here's the tricky part. Babe, you know I do. There it is. Wow. Okay, so I think some of you have heard this song before. So yeah, they come around 3 times, so however many times you like to sing. I feel small looking at the sky overhead. I'm unsure looking back at the days where they've led. And I've got the lyrics as well. Darkness check my little song list here. Excuse me. Great. So when I was making my first album, I launched a Kickstarter project to fund the manufacturing of the CD itself, and I offered. So I did a Kickstarter, which means that you contribute a certain amount to the project and then you earn a reward. And so the highest tier of this particular project was I would write a song for you. So that was the reward that a couple of folks did contribute at that level. So the first album was made, which is great. And a friend of mine contributed at that level, and she came to me and she said, "Kipyn, I want you to write a song for my mom who passed." And so we made a date to sit down and talk together at a coffee shop in Charlestown. And my friend Sarah shared these beautiful memories and this story about how when just after her mother had passed, she would go running along the towpath of the C&O Canal, and she was, running for her health, of course, and so right after her mother had passed, these swarms of swallowtail butterflies would follow her. And this was particularly interesting for Sarah because her mother's favorite colors were black and white. And so her mother would wear black and white every single day. And so these zebra swallowtail butterflies would just swarm and follow my friend Sarah down the towpath. And so that was a big part of the imagery that came together for this particular song. And so after I had taken copious notes about these incredible stories, it took about 9 months before I ever wrote a note of this song, and then when it came out basically whole. And so that's, if you're a songwriter, you know that doesn't always happen. It's a lot of back to the drawing board and editing and version 12 and things like that. And this one came out mostly whole. And so when I played this for Sarah the first time, we sat in silence for a good solid minute, which if you've sat in silence for a minute, you know how long that really feels. And we just together, we felt the presence of her mom's spirit. And so this is dedicated to the memory of Rebecca Fowler. Been running now, heading straight on into the unknown. Oh, it's strange how mystery's hands can build the walls me out from answers within. Where did you go? Where have you been? Was that your voice upon the wind, saying there's nothing standing in your way? And it's open air, you're free to fly. I know you're gonna be okay, and in time your soul will dance across the sky. things and can offer some relief. Yeah, there are some things we can't overcome. Your body was just the setting sun. Now your journey's just begun. There's nothing standing in your way. It's open air, and you're free to fly. I know you're gonna be okay. That in time your soul will dance across the sky. Across the sky. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so I'll play one more song. Do I have time for one more, Ellen? Cool. Ooh, are we cool? One more? Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm stoked. For those of you who haven't heard Heather yet, has anybody not heard Heather yet? Okay, cool. You are so in for a treat, and I'm looking forward to watching you react to their set. And yeah, so I will leave this set with you with my little train beat song. It's like most songwriters have some kind of train song, I guess, and this one might be mine. And I will step to the side momentarily and show you that for those of you who haven't seen them yet, I do have T-shirts. There are Kipyn Martin T-shirts, and they say. This is my train song, my Keep Your Lantern Lit song. Keep your lantern lit, won't you hold it high? Did we miss the train or was it standing by? Keep your lantern lit, darling, won't you hold it high? For so long she had her bags packed and always ready to go. For someone who left her waiting at the station long ago. She said, keep your lantern lit, won't you hold it high? Did I miss the train or was it standing by? Keep your lantern lit, darling, won't you hold it high? A fugitive from himself was he, the last time here they met. He rushed right past her to the ticket line. On his way he went. He said, keep your lantern lit, won't you hold it high? Did I miss the train or was it standing by? Keep your lantern lit, darling, won't you hold it high? Something calls them to the station now. A whistle in the back of their mind. Thank you so much. Looking forward to chatting at intermission, and so Heather and Sean are going to take the stage now. Yeah. So I will see you momentarily.
Yay! I love Kipyn.
That is mutual. Now I get to watch you guys enjoy.
How are you? Great. Do I have to turn this back on? No, the green light is on.
You made it. We made it. We're here. Yeah, we're here again. How's it going over there in the bass corner? Yeah. I'm curious how many are new to Sean and me. Is there anybody hearing us for the first time? Awesome. How many of you, I ask a lot of questions. Can I just have another show of hands? How many of you have been to New Orleans? How many of you actually remember being in New Orleans?
How many actually want to go back? How many never want to go back?
There's always one. Yeah.
Not this time.
Not this time. All right, that's my kind of crowd. We're going to start off with a song that I wrote last year when we were down in New Orleans. We spend a lot of time, or as much time as our life will permit us to spend in New Orleans, and in our bank accounts, yeah. So we were holed up in a dusty old house on Dauphine Street for a short while there last year, and as songwriters like to say, at least I got a song out of it.
You didn't talk about the tragic ending.
No, we'll talk about that during intermission. We'll talk about that at the merch table. All right.
No. It must get in place.
Oh, gotcha.
Not in
It's
place yet.
a lot of moving parts.
All right. Hello.
Started out just like any day should. By the time I got here, I was feeling no good at all. I should be having a ball. Sometimes you don't get to choose. I've got them low down, dusty house blues. There's dust on the ceiling and dust on the floor. Dust in my eyes, I can't take any more abuse. I guess sweeping's no use. I think I might blow a fuse. I've got them low down, dusty house blues. Yeah, what you got, love? Sean Netto on the bass, y'all. every time. And now this old house is crumbling down around me. Now it's just me and the roaches and fleas. But never mind us, we'll just do as we please. For now, I will survive somehow. Mark my words, I will lose these low down, dusty house blues. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's so nice to be here. Thank you for coming out and supporting live music in such a beautiful space that's conducive to listening, and everybody is so sweet and polite and kind and relatively sober. That's really nice. We've spent our fair share of time in places where, you know, people are hooting and hollering, but not for anything that we did, you know, for something that's happening like up here, like some sports ball thing. So, yeah.
Usually the Patriots, where we're from.
Right. Yeah, we live in Conway, New Hampshire. We're up in the White Mountains. So, yeah, and I'll sing about those mountains in just a little bit. But, yeah, first we want to share with you this song that was inspired by a lot of people watching from those noisy barroom corners. And there's a part for you to sing. It was so nice to hear you singing along with Kipyn's beautiful songs. And there will be a part for you in this song as well. And you'll know what it is as soon as you hear it. We don't even have to have a rehearsal. It's that simple. So you'll just know it. And my eyebrows might go up a little bit when I look at you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So many fireflies buzzing around my stool, nursing my water and trying not to lose my cool. I like this one who has big brown eyes, but he don't like to talk, he'd rather look at my thighs. I said, talking's nice, you know, you really ought to give it a chance. He said he'd rather drink and dance. That's your part. Drink and dance, yeah. He's gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance, yeah. Yeah. Well, some would say that he's thrown his life away, 'cause all he does is drink and dance. And then I watched this big blonde woman stagger up to the bar, and she shot me a look that was brighter than a shooting star. She laughed at me and said, hey, what's your deal? You look like a kid who lost her Happy Meal. I said, thinking's nice, you know, you really ought to give it a chance. She said she'd rather drink and dance, yeah. Drink and dance. She's gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance. Well, some would say that she's thrown her life away, 'cause all she does is drink and dance every Friday night at the same old bar by the same stoplight. Well, maybe she's right. Maybe I should loosen up and have a little fun tonight. I said, hey, brown eyes, I got a gal here I'd like you to meet. And 2 minutes later, neither one of them had missed a beat. And then I went and put $1 in the music machine, and these 2 young lovers were a sight to be seen. I said, matchmaking's nice. I'm really glad I gave it a chance. And now I watch them drink and dance. Yeah. Yeah. Drink and dance. Yeah. Drink and dance. They're gonna have another drink and try to find a little romance. Drink and dance. Drink and dance. Well, some would say that I've thrown my life away, 'cause I don't like to drink and dance. Don't like to drink and dance. No, I don't. Don't like to drink and dance. Don't like to drink and dance. It's true, I don't. Thank you so much. See, as I mentioned, we live in Conway, New Hampshire. How many of you have been to Conway, New Hampshire? Or have you even heard of Conway, New Hampshire? Yeah. Up in the White Mountains, we're in the valley of Mount Washington, and it's a very beautiful place to call home. And this is a song I wrote in that really, that strange summer of 2020, when we were just, nobody was going anywhere. And we were actually, so in the fall of 2019, it seemed like a great idea to release a new album and then go on a tour in early 2020 to promote that album. We got about 3 weeks into our 6-week tour and turned around and got to Gulfport, Florida.
Yep.
When we
And we were so excited because we were going to do a gig for South by Southwest.
Yeah, we were
and
on
that
our way
whole
to-
thing got canceled.
yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was an interesting time for all of us.
And I told you that South by Southwest was canceled, and then you were like, okay. Like,
Yeah,
That's
and I
what
was
this
like, yeah,
is.
I guess this is really is
Yeah.
happening.
When they canceled, we like,
So,
yeah, we're going home.
Yeah, so when we got home from that ill-fated tour, it was the longest that either of us had sat still for quite a while, and it didn't take me long to appreciate the fact that there are far worse places in the world to be stuck for a while than the White Mountains in New Hampshire. So this is a song that is inspired by the beautiful, just the beauty of the place that we call home. 2, 3, 4. Up here in the mountains, I can hear things like the whole of my life ringing in my ears. Up here in the mountains, I can see things like the movement of glaciers over thousands of years. But down in the valley, in all the hustle and bustle and fray, I spend my nights dreaming about how I can get away. Even for just one day, I want to slow my life down. And I want to know that I'm really living. I want to feel more deeply and more completely, and find the gift in me that's waiting to be given away. Up here in the mountains, I can hold things, like a handful of water drawn from deep in the earth up here in the mountains. I can remember things like the goodness I've carried from the day of my birth. But down in the valley, and all the noise and neon lights, I spend my days hoping that my dreams will take flight. Maybe they will tonight. I wanna slow my life down, and I wanna know that I'm really living. I wanna feel more deeply and more completely, and find the gift in me that's waiting to be given away. I wanna slow my life down, and I wanna know that I'm really living. I wanna feel more deeply and more completely, and find the gift in me that's waiting to be given away. I wanna find the gift in me that's waiting to be given with my whole heart away. What in the world has gotten into you? And what's a girl like me supposed to do? I searched all around and I thought I'd found a place to hang my hat, and just like that you tell me that we're through. I know I'm not perfect, I know I'm not a saint. Well, at least I know what I am, and I know what I ain't. And if that's not enough, well, that's just tough. But I thought you loved me just how I was, and now because you're leaving, I think I might faint. I've got the good girl blues, they get me every time. That's your part if you feel like singing some more. I've got the good girl blues, they get me every time. Yeah, you got some blues in your the price now for being too nice. 'Cause now you found greener grass. Well, you can kiss my ass now. Is that understood? Here we go. I've got the good girl blues. They get me every time. Yeah. I've got the good girl blues. They get me every time. I've got the good girl blues. They get me every time. Yeah. I've got the good girl blues. They get me every time. Yeah, they get me every time. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. So we'll do one more song and then we'll all take a break. And I'm really looking forward to the second half because it's going to be like a game of, I don't know, pinball, or no, not pinball, ping pong or tennis or pickleball if that's what you like,
Or Scrabble.
or Scrabbles.
Probably more
That
like
could be,
Scrabble.
yeah, that would be
'Cause you
interesting.
play off of each other and Scrabble.
Right, yeah. So we're gonna,
Well, I guess you do in
Musical
pickleball
Scrabble?
as well.
yeah. Anyway, we're gonna play
I've
you
never
one more
played
song, and
pickleball, so I-
yeah, and I'm excited that Kipyn has T-shirts. I also have a T-shirt over there. If you like purple, purple's my favorite color, and yeah, and we both have CDs, and we both have mailing lists. We love to keep in touch. Here I am speaking for both of us, right? Yeah, we love to keep in touch with people. So yeah, we'd love to do that.
Just want to add that that's not just purple. That's your namesake. Purple.
It is Purple Heather, yeah.
Purple
It's Heather,
Heather,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's-
yeah. That was deliberate. So we're gonna close this first set with. I very often say this is just a 1-4-5 12-bar blues, but it's a 1-4-5 12-bar blues that I composed to pay homage to two of my favorites, Dr. John and Dave Brubeck. And yeah, that sounds impressive, but all it means is I wrote a blues you can't dance to.
I can't dance too.
Yes, that I can't dance to. But you're welcome to try. There's plenty of room. And we're among friends. There's no judgment here, so. Yeah, the gumbo's too hot and you cooked it too long. Yeah, the gumbo's too hot and you cooked it too long. Yeah, you think you've gone and done it, but you done it all wrong. cooked it too long. Yeah, the gumbo's too hot and you cooked it too long. Yeah, you think you've gone and done it, but you done it all wrong. Yeah, the gumbo's too hot, but your biscuits are fine. Yeah, the gumbo's too hot, but your biscuits are fine. Yeah, you're no good in the kitchen, but I'm glad that you're mine. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan.
And now, a brief intermission.
half size is like this big.
Oh, it's like a little bigger than Joe.
This is, yes.
Is it okay with you if I look for my iPad, my iPad? You got my iPad? All right, cool. I will leave it at that.
So if you want to freshen your drinks and take your seats back, we'll get started with the second half.
Oh, like a minor seventh. Yeah.
Beer holder. Yeah.
If you want to be more central.
It's a
you
party.
can.
Oh, sure.
Because I just, I like to, the back.
Sure.
Help me get more central here.
That's great. Is it good? Do we look good? Awesome. Thank you. What do you think? Do you want to kick it off this time? Or should I kick it off?
Go ahead, because
Yeah.
I don't know. I was still in the same order. Kipyn goes first.
Yeah. No, that works. That works perfectly.
I didn't pick a song.
Yeah. In fact, let me consult my song list.
I think we might do a space.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's
Well, and so
okay.
So I'm so sorry. Remind me of your first name. Robin. Thank you. So Robin just was chatting. We were just chatting, and she said, "You didn't play this one song in the first set, did you?" And I said, "No." And it had been a second since I'd played this particular tune, but I just touched through it, and so this is the one that I'm going to start off with because it's the perfect song to start off with. So I'm so glad you mentioned it because it actually worked really well. So this is a tune about coming into a place of sort of oneness or belonging. The song is called Coming Home, and it's written about a lover, but I hope that you can expand the meaning to be coming home spiritually or coming home to, coming home spiritually. That's kind of the idea. So the song is called Coming Home. And this is for Robin. Leave your burden by the door. All the falsities there beyond don't matter anymore. With one breath in and out again, let life return to your eyes. Coming and lean your body into mine. Let silent music between us play, our hearts keep in time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dancing so tenderly. We find release in each other's arms. Coming home. Each moment we were forced apart in years behind sent a sting to the place where once my heart did lie, and bitter still the stinging question in my mind, will the strength of our love survive? I hear your key as the locks recline. You close the door and speak my name as our eyes align. We see ourselves as we're meant to be. Always savor this feeling of coming home. Coming home. Thank you. Thanks for the harmonies too there at the end. That was awesome.
That's beautiful. Here I go with my questions again. How many of you ever taken just one piano lesson? Even just one? Yeah. Okay. How many of you learned from John Thompson, teaching little fingers to play? Yeah. With the bright red covers? Yeah. Me too. So John Thompson books, first grade, first page is Off I Go to Music Land, which is the first song that many piano players learn how to play. So that seemed like a good place to start musically with this song that I wrote about growing up in a very small town in western Maine and learning how to play the piano. Go to music land. In the old front room that overlooked the yard, along the back wall, standing like a guard, was the big brown box that helped me make sense of the world. He found it at the dump and brought it home to me, and that was all it took to set my young mind free. And the big brown box helped me make sense of the world. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. The house was always so cold, and the ashtray always full, and every word she said scratched at me like wool. And the big brown box helped me make sense of it all. And I was always unsure of how I ought to be, and somehow it seemed that that wasn't up to me. And the big brown box helped me make sense of it all. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. As soon as I'd sit down, I'd close my eyes and play. What a beautiful pain to wish everything else away, except the big brown box that helped me make sense of the world. And now that they've all gone, the old piano too, I hope I've got what it takes to follow what is true. And the big brown box showed me how to be in the world. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces. He taught me lines and spaces. She taught me how to read faces.
Relaxed now. What a beautiful song. Wow, so music is so amazing in the way that it just helps us deal with our lives, and you know, those of us who are lucky enough to play it, we have plenty of musicians in the room, I know that. And for those of you who are budding musicians or haven't yet learned how to play an instrument, well, I think some of us in this room can help you take care of that. But you know, I'm gonna share a song now. This is so fun, the way that I get to listen to your music and be inspired and to think of what to play. But there's so much happening right now for all of us, and you know, the moment you turn on the news, I mean, there are so many reasons to be there are so many things we can't make sense of, and this particular song that I wrote from the perspective of a trauma survivor, and you know, you turn on the news, and there are droves and droves more trauma survivors in just the last few days. And so this particular tune is it was my way of working through trauma that I had experienced. And there are so many of us who are trauma survivors probably in this room, and there are so many more who are being, you know, who are going through it now. And hopefully this song can help us make sense of things. But the message, hopefully, that comes through is that we are extremely resilient human beings, and we can do things that we don't know we're capable of. This is called Deliver, and this is for Tom. The shelf is bare. Find a way to keep on giving. No source of air. Find a way to keep on living. Oh, this seems impossible, illogical, unfathomable. Like swimming against the river. Oh, this seems impossible, improbable, unattainable. But somehow we deliver. illogical, unfathomable, like swimming against the river. Oh, this seems impossible, improbable, unattainable, but somehow we deliver. See yourself in another's face and find the mirror. Wipe the dirt, shine the glass, make it clearer. Oh, this seems impossible, illogical, unfathomable, like swimming against the river. Oh, this seems impossible, improbable, unattainable, but somehow we deliver. Thank you.
After? All right, I'll do it after. I'm gonna play this little guy.
Yes.
Speaking of resilience, I think we have all found some of that, I know, in the last 3.5 years for sure. My friend Jeremy calls this a spit piano. Isn't that great? I don't know how much of a noodler you are, but we're in B flat if you want to.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't dare. But I will sing harmony with you in a heartbeat.
Okay. Are you a scat singer?
Oh, she's a harmony singer.
For the purposes of this show, perhaps not.
Harmony, harmony. Not ready yet.
I know she gave you a pretty rough ride. Get up on that horse again. I know it's easy to let things slide. Get up on that horse again. The road is bumpy, narrow and long. The ones who built it sang the same damn song. Would you rather just give up without having tried, or get up on that horse again? What you got, love? along. The ones who built it sang the same damn song. There's no escaping the hand you've been dealt. There ain't a soul among us who hasn't felt what you felt. So would you rather just give up without having tried, or get up on that horse again? Get up on that horse again.
Thank you very much.
Nice tritone. It is the devil's interval. It's a flat fifth or a sharp fourth.
It's an unsatisfying tone, usually the 1 and the 5. So it makes that sounds good. A tritone is.
It's appropriately Halloweeny.
Yes, very Halloweeny.
If you
Yeah.
just take that 5, move it down a half step. Yep.
That's right.
I like this resilience category that we've fallen into.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting back up on the horse. I was fortunate in my 20s. I had an interesting situation occur in my life that really, I don't want to bring down the energy, but it was a really kind of a I'll say soul-shattering kind of experience. And I was lucky to have a couple of mentors in my life that really came through for me and really kind of held me together. And so, they were very much like, you get back on that horse again. And this tune is dedicated to those folks who come through for us in hard times. And I'm in B flat, and there's probably there's probably a little room for some noodling, should you so choose. So this song is called Undone. Let's see. Just kidding, that's not how it goes. And you can't hear that anyway. Myself to tie together, stretched by endless tug of war. I've been pushed and pulled and pulled and pushed until this tether doesn't want to hold anymore. Hey, it goes like this. Won't you show me how weathered ends they can wind into one? Won't you show me how to weave a circle from these lines? Show me to not come undone. Come undone. Tattered, fraying cord just strewn in the gravel, you saw workable twine. When I had a wound that split my heart and left me to unravel, you said I'd be just fine. Thank you, Heather and Sean.
That was just like we rehearsed it. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just trying to do some math. I don't know how many more rounds that we're doing. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
kinda-
true.
How many was that? I don't know.
Is it 4 songs?
4?
Yeah, so we probably got
So
another.
this is number 3. So then we ought to do the one we were talking about.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
want
so-
to end with, if you have something in mind, you want.
Yeah, well, I want to do.
Okay.
Sorry, we're having a meeting here.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I want to do that one, then I want to do Joy Came Back. Okay. Can I talk about this song? We haven't done this song in a while. As I mentioned, I grew up in Western Maine, and I grew up about a 15-minute drive from Lewiston. And I lived in Lewiston on Elm Street for about 6 years in my late teens and early 20s. We called it the Dirty Lou. It's a dirty old mill town on the Androscoggin River. And yeah, now I'm aware of how my heart is racing. And yeah, you're right. There's no end to the news cycle and to the trauma that so many of us are experiencing. And this song, I actually wrote this song the day after. Talk about bringing the energy down. I wrote this song the day after Uvalde last year. And this morning when I don't know, this morning I was just playing with some bit of melody and just trying to do something with all this raw emotion I've been feeling since Wednesday night, since the shooting in Lewiston. And I realized I had already written the song last year. And I almost don't want to sing it, but I want to sing it because I want to give voice to what I think everybody is feeling, and certainly what I'm feeling. And it's one of those songs that just keeps going around and around and around. So I would love for you to sing along if you feel moved.
Yeah.
So I'll sing it once through, and we'll just see what happens. We sing for these times. We cry for these times when our hearts break together for a world that we all share. We sing for these times. We cry for these times, and we hope for something better, for a world that could be as beautiful as we dare. Yes, we sing for these times. That's the whole song. We sing for these times. We cry. We cry for these times when our hearts break together for a world that we all share. We sing for these times. We cry for these times, and we hope for something better, for a world that could be as beautiful as we dare. Yes, we sing for these times. We sing for these times. We cry. We cry for these times when our hearts break together for a world that we all share. Yes, we sing for these times. We cry for these times, and we hope for something better, for a world that could be as beautiful as we dare. Yes, we sing for these times. One more time. Yes, we sing for these times. We cry for these times when our hearts together for a world that we all share. Yes, we sing for these times. We cry for these times. And we hope for something better, for a world that could be as beautiful as we dare. Yes, we sing for these times. Oh, we sing for these times. Oh, we sing for these times. Oh, we sing for these times.
Wow, it was a beautiful song. Thank you so much for sharing that, especially in light of what's going on. Yeah, I send the positive energy to your loved ones in the state and you. Okay, we'll stay a little bit on the heavier side. If you've come to one of my shows, you know to expect that. Not to risk being a lady of doom. I'll tell you that story another time. This is a song that comes from an experience that I had with a faith-based community in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. It's a meeting house, so the Presbyterian meeting house there in Shepherdstown, West Virginia, where they are doing the work of opening their doors to all who enter or who come through. And it's surprisingly challenging sometimes to find a congregation or a faith-based community that does that. There are a lot of stories that we hear of things not quite going that way. And so this is a song that I like to dedicate to the Shepherdstown Presbyterian Church, and this is called God is Love. Ice winds blew across the summer sky as the wellspring of a mother's love ran dry. The love letters 'neath her daughter's bed were written by another woman's hand. Explain these, but how does one explain when the heart names its beloved? And inside the holy book, the mother brandished high, the girl could have sworn that she'd read that God is love and love abides, and when we meet with the rejected, that our arms can open wide. And God is love and love is kind, and when ideas steeped in fear close our hearts, we can change our minds. heart possess, and the choice there to rest or run. And judgment's cruel nature tends to cast away, making enemies and exclusions. But there's no gavel grasped inside an outstretched hand, and no rending at the conclusion that God is love. Love abides. When we meet with the rejected, then our arms can open wide. And God is love. Love is kind. And when ideas steeped in fear close our hearts, we can open and change our minds. We can change our minds. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And now I have the impossible task of following that gorgeous song. Oh, just remember the first time I heard you sing that at the first NERFA that I went to, that I think it was your first NERFA,
Yeah.
and that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We've been on the scene a while.
Yeah. Shall we,
Are we gonna bring it up?
we're going to bring it way up, I think. We're going to bring it way up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time.
All the tools to
It's
bear.
time.
All right.
The spit piano, the whole thing. Speaking of church, we're going to bring you to church.
All right.
Yeah. To New Orleans style church. So yeah, if you've been wanting to move and groove or sing or clap or wave wave the white. Yeah, this is a pretty good groovy beat here. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. I'm so glad for the lessons that I learned. I'm so glad for the lessons that I learned. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that I'm glad for the lessons that I learned. I'm so glad that I live to tell the tale. I'm so glad that I live to tell the That's Sean Netto playing the bass for y'all. All right, let's do some singing. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. Yeah. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. Let's do one more like that. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me, came back to me. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me, came back to me. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. Yeah, I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. I'm so glad that my joy came back to me. Yeah. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. Yes, I cried and I prayed until that blessed day that my joy at last came back to me. Yeah, we hope your joy came back, y'all.
Right off the bat.
Ah, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're supposed to like take a bow or something, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, sure.
I especially want to thank Al for having us here. And Mersha, and of course, the star of the show, Oshi. Oshi is the star of the show. Yeah. Wow, you all look very comfortable.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Do we know the same song?
Is there something we could do together?
I'm about to do, so I like to do like one Joni Mitchell song a show. You want to do circle games?
Yes. Yes,
Sweet.
please. What key?
I do it in B, which is, super, friendly with all
I
five sharps.
kind of know that one. So. We did that one in C, right?
We usually do it in
did.
C.
Okay.
Okay, we can do it in
No,
C.
no, go for it. This
Okay,
is, no,
okay.
B is good.
It's going to take me a second to tune to Joni tuning. So if you have a story to share, or if
Do I have a story? Any question? Does anybody have any questions? Where are you going next? Oh, that's a great question. I'm so glad you asked that.
So far.
So this very show could be yours again in Alexandria on Sunday afternoon.
true story.
So we're doing this again on Sunday afternoon. So if you want to come see us again, or if you have, people that would just love to see us, go send them our way on Sunday afternoon at I've completely the
Severide House.
Severide House in Alexandria. Yep.
Indeed.
Yep. Thank you for asking. Any other questions? That's a good question. Get on the mailing list and you'll find out.
Indeed.
We were actually here, 3 weeks ago?
No, it was like 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago?
Yeah, when was the folk club? 5 weeks.
5. Okay.
5 weeks.
We were here 5 weeks ago.
We will not be here in 5 weeks. I guess I can, if we're still doing, some of the shows that we're doing are still available in 2 dimensions. So if you can't get up to New England where we are, you can watch some live streaming. So Sean and I are part of a trio with our friend Craig Bryan, who plays drums with us. We do a holiday show every year where we perform all the music of Charlie Brown Christmas of Vince Guaraldi. We do it all over New England, and some of those shows are live streamed. So that's another reason to get on my mailing list so you can find out when and where that is happening. So, yeah.
what a shindig.
Yep. You know, all that stuff. You gotta see some funky shoulders.
Yes. So, would you like to trade verses?
Oh boy, yes, I would, except, do I know, the words? Oh, the words,
you
the
do.
words. Yeah, I think, yeah, once we start singing it,
Yeah?
yeah, you can.
I'll take the first one. Well, actually, no. Oh. So in the Joan Baez and Joni Mitchell tribute show that I do, I play Joni Mitchell. And no, I'm just kidding. We're just totally a tribute act. We don't dress up like them. But
You got the hair.
I do that, right? Yeah, and Allison is a brunette, and she does the Joan Baez songs. And I usually do the second and fourth verses, but I'm happy to do whichever verses
Okay, yeah.
work.
Yesterday, a child
Child came out to
wander.
caught a dragonfly
Inside
inside a jar.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna need some help from the audience because I can remember melodies forever, but I can't remember lyrics to save my life. Oh, he's doing it, he's saving me, but yeah.
Nice.
I know you know all.
I know I do, but it's been a minute. And of course I don't
Not
know.
that you can read this.
Right, not that I can read it without my glasses, but
I don't
I'm
think
doing
you
that thing where you never make your problem the audience's problem, and I'm breaking that
can-
rule
it's-
right now.
It's gonna be their
No, I
problem.
got it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm
It's
just.
gonna be their problem in a minute.
Very good.
You're gonna sing along on the chorus, right?
Indeed, yes. Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
Yesterday, a child came out to wander, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game.
Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like "when you're older" must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet just to slow those circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. Pierson.
I just want to say that only at a house concert can you experience such intimacy as tonight. Thank you, Kipyn. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you all so much for spending your evening with us. Thank you.
Folks, nobody has to rush off. Stick around, mingle, have some more food, have some more drink, and certainly spend some time talking with our artists tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.